All right, we got El Foxo Loco next, and he said, I hope you're having a really good Roller Friday, Ghost. Today, I'm going back to my standard selection of delights, 2 pretty short ones. The first one, I think, is about empowerment from a male perspective, but maybe not. I honestly don't know what it is. All right, let's get to the first one. All right, once again, El Foxo Loco here. Put the PC shot on. What is this? GPF X Dr. Donk spit in my mouth. Of course you would like this, dude, all right? Of course you would like this sick crap. Fucking El Foxo Loco. Oh, dude, what the fuck? What the hell was that? How is that on YouTube? Is this the fucking guy with the cry wank? It's the fucking guy with the cry wank. White guy, by the way, just saying.
Let's go. When we step on stage, all the bitches love it. Take the tops off, let them titties.
This is the guy that created the cry wank.
Peaks like a summit. We don't give a fuck cause the bitches love it. Now we all know why you wanna love
Here,
us
give me a
now.
drink.
When I see the crowd, hear everybody scream and shout. Spit
that looks like drunk Aussie.
Spit in my mouth. Spit in my mouth, daddy. Spit in my mouth. Spit in my mouth, daddy.
Oh my god. No! What the fuck? Dude, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? White genocide, by the way.
Greasy daddy. Spit in my mouth.
Oh my god. Dude, why do you like this shit, El Foxo? This shit sucks. This shit fucking sucks, dude. I don't get it. Oh my god. El Foxo Loco, by the way. Ah! Come on! That's fucking sick! No! Ah!
Spit in my mouth.
Wait, put him in a dress. Putting him in a dress. Oh my god.
In my mouth.
Are you kidding me with this crap? Ah! Dude! What the fuck? I'm sorry we're watching this. This is fucking El Foxo Loco.
In my mouth.
All right, dude, that was the biggest waste of time I've ever fucking... that was horrible, all right? That was horrible, El Foxo. And he said this song is actually a song, but watch as much as you can. Pretty interesting stuff. Or it isn't a song. It is not a song. Consider it a gift to the Irish culture, to your Texas homeland. He wants me to watch as much as I can.
The
of this
chemical
shit.
trinitrotoluene, or TNT as it's more commonly known, is a highly energetic compound that sometimes finds use as a chemical reagent, but more often as an ingredient in explosive mixtures. Over time, it's become quite famous in this regard, and as a matter of fact, the explosive yield of TNT is used by much of the world as a standard unit to which highly
Tanky
energetic
Wright said
events
still
such
better
as
than your
explosions,
AI garbage.
volcanic eruptions, and asteroid impacts are
I'm a
compared.
fucking artist,
This unit
asshole.
is called TNT equivalent, and it's defined as 4.184 gigajoules, which is the approximate amount of energy released by detonating 1,000 kilograms or 1 metric ton of the compound.
Jesus.
This quantity of TNT could be visualized as a cube with a side length of 8.46 meters. So,
no,
quite a lot.
Dude,
This unit can be given...
Can we even be legally watching this? I'm a little concerned that I'm going to have a Fed show up to my fucking house tomorrow and be like, Ghost, we understand that you saw a little bit of something on how to use TNT in some kind of a very terroristic capacity, and we just want to make sure that any of the members that may be watching your stream, if they're going to partake in any of this activity, or if they make any kind of suggestions or any kind of comments, I'd like for you to please just go ahead and give us their 411 and give us their information if you could.
Prefixes as with any SI unit or derived unit, and here you can see some examples of different explosive events in their TNT equivalent. A less precise but more useful TNT equivalent is a unit called the relative effectiveness or RE factor. This is an index used to relate the destructive power of different explosives relative to TNT and is expressed in TNT equivalent over mass. In my opinion, RE factor can be better thought of as energy density, and does not actually factor in detonation velocity of different explosives or how different types of damage caused by detonation
I don't even know if we should be watching this
with a linear increase in mass. For conventional explosive compounds, RE factors can be as low as 0.32 for ammonium nitrate, or as high as 5 for octaazocubane. Applying this formula to nuclear devices results in RE values in the thousands. Anyway, I'll get more into the history and theory of this compound later in the video, but for now, I'll show you one way it can be made. Keep in mind that this process uses extremely powerful oxidizing acids, releases significant volumes of toxic gas,
how is this on YouTube?
And produces products
how to
and
make
byproducts that
TNT? Are you
nearly all
fucking shitting
carcinogenic.
me?
Additionally, this video is for educational purposes only.
Oh, yeah.
And while TNT is less reactive and more difficult to
sure.
detonate than nearly any other nitro compound, it's still a chemical that must be treated with the utmost respect. Now to get started, I simply mix together 100 milliliters of 98% sulfuric acid and 40 milliliters of 99% fuming nitric acid. These acids have both been pre-chilled to below 0 degrees Celsius, as the first stage of this reaction needs to be kept as cold as possible. This nearly anhydrous mixture of acids is called a nitrating mixture, and will provide the nitro groups to the trinitrotoluene. Once these were thoroughly mixed, I next set up an addition funnel containing 35 milliliters of toluene, and began to add it to the nitration mixture dropwise and under constant stirring. This will result in a color change along with a massive generation of heat as the first reaction proceeds. This first reaction specifically is a mononitration of toluene, which is highly favorable and thus extremely exothermic.
How is this on
because
YouTube?
Of this, it's extremely important to control the temperature of the reaction.
Some idiot is teaching people how to make TNT for the love of God!
From a nitration to an oxidation. This is referred to as a runaway reaction, which will not only destroy your product, but can be extremely dangerous as it will quickly generate large plumes of toxic nitrogen dioxide gases. Through test tube scale trial and error, I found that the transition from nitration to oxidation.
All right. I'm not playing this. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not playing this fucking shit. You gotta be joking. And hold on, raid this magatard and put my link. Hey, Maury Calapi or whatever. Fuck you. All right. And then James McLaughlin, I'm gonna slap the green card out of you. Yeah, I got your fucking green card. Oh, wait a minute. Ghost of Christmas Past dropped 6 beers, and he said, since we're doing chemistry videos, if you get bored, stop watching and watch the ones below instead. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. All right, Ghost of Christmas Past with 6 beers, and I think he got inspired by old Foxo Loco's video. So let's go ahead and put the PC shot on.
This video has been sponsored by Audible. In general, I've always liked weird chemical transformations.
Hold on.
And over the years,
turning plastic gloves into grape soda? I mean, no offense, but many people in the urban demographic love grape soda. What is this?
I think I've done a few good ones. Like turning my pee into an artificial sweetener and tasting it, and turning toilet paper into drinkable alcohol. Something that I've always wanted to do, though, was turn plastic gloves into grape soda. At first, this might seem a bit ridiculous, but like all of my other transformations, it's possible because the chemical world is often weirdly connected.
You see, this is why we need autistic tards to be directed in this direction. You see, look at them. You see, this is what colleges used to do. Colleges used to get like really smart pricks and be like, look, we need you to do the slave labor for government contracts. And if you do it, you get patents and you become rich. But while you're doing it, you're going to be here at like Caltech, MIT, and these types of universities. And we're gonna put you up, and you can have your own dorm, and you're independent. Everybody respects you, you know, that kind of shit. So
in this case, there happens to be a chemical in plastic gloves, specifically vinyl ones, that's distantly related.
Dude, I think this guy's a fucking brilliant guy. I'm just saying, this is what we should do to autists.
Contains something called the phthalate ester. It's included.
I mean, obviously, he's obsessed with chemistry, and that's why he's
this is chemically what it
doing
looks
what
like.
he's doing. You know?
This, on the other hand, is one of the most commonly used fake grape flavors called methylantranolate. Considering that one just smells like plastic and the other is supposed to smell and taste like fruit, they're shockingly similar.
So what this guy is doing is trying to create artificial shit in order to be like, you know, like that Beyond Meat crap. This is what these dorks are doing. Like, look, I mean, if you want me to take toilet paper and turn it into this, and you want me to take a glove and turn it into grape soda, I can do that.
There are at least a few main differences, but the core of them is almost the same. They share this ring and this small portion here, and in theory, it should be possible to convert one into the other.
Oh,
so
my
basically,
God. Are you
my
serious?
goal was to pull the phthalate ester out of some vinyl gloves, turn it into grape flavor using some chemistry magic, and then use that to make some grape soda. It unfortunately wouldn't be super easy, though, and it would take at least 5 major steps. Also, just like all my other transformations.
Hey, by the way, making the cure for cancer, who gives a shit? Let's turn a fucking rubber glove into grape soda. You understand where our priorities are?
I had no idea if it would
I'm just saying. You understand where our priorities
to get
are?
things started, I first had to find some vinyl gloves that had the phthalate ester in them. Over the years, though, they've become a lot rarer because phthalates have been associated with some negative health effects.
Fucking tards. You see what I'm saying with
tards? A lot of companies
tards?
have replaced them with safer or greener alternatives, and these wouldn't work at all.
Let me waste all my mental energy and all my knowledge into all this bullshit to make rubber gloves into grape soda, you know?
Find one company called Adena that for sure had the phthalate in it. So I ordered a box of it, and it arrived a couple weeks later.
I really didn't need to see this video. You know? I really didn't.
The next thing to do was to cut them up into a bunch of small pieces,
which
kind of ended up being a huge pain. It turned out that cutting 20 gloves at the same time with a pair of scissors was a lot more annoying than I thought.
Great.
When I was eventually done,
way,
I put the beaker onto a
fuck
hot
the
plate,
people that are dying of debilitating diseases, all right?
I'm
turning white gloves into grape soda, baby. Jesus.
I then pushed down some of the pieces, and I put a bowl
what
filled with
have
ice
we
on top of it.
become?
After that, I turned on the hot plate, and I brought it all to a boil.
Friend.
What I was doing here was using the alcohol to dissolve the phthalate ester and to pull it out of the glove. The phthalate ester actually represents a huge portion of the glove, and it's apparently around 41% of it. The rest of it is mostly just vinyl plastic, which is insoluble, and that just gets left behind.
So don't worry about it. It's not going to cause cancer.
It all through a funnel.
Don't worry about it. Just keep drinking the grape soda. Oh, my God.
This was done to get rid of all the glove pieces, which I didn't need anymore. At this point, everything that I wanted should have been in the alcohol.
All right.
After
you
this,
know what?
I put it back on the hot plate, dropped in a stir bar.
Here, let's just get to the end here. Right? Obviously, there's a whole process.
The goal now was to concentrate it by getting rid of about half of misread some of the info about methylantranolate. A lot of sources said that methylantranolate was used for the flavor of grape Kool-Aid and other grape products, and I thought this meant as the only flavor. However, I think it meant more that it was just one of the flavoring agents.
Oh,
I never thought.
Really, you autist tard? Really? You thought that you were just going to get grape soda from this compound? You see, even in autistic mental prowess, common sense is completely over the head of these tards.
Thought my grape soda was
Jesus
going to be
Christ.
great, and this was making me doubt it even more. After not finding any recipes, I decided that the best thing to do was to just try and copy grape Kool-Aid. The ingredients were very...
All this bullshit, look at this. Just imagine watching all this dumb fucking garbage and be like, you know what? I should have just gotten grape Kool-Aid. You know what? I should have just gotten grape Kool-Aid and spit in a cup and, you know, it would have been better.
Very simple.
Jesus
and
Christ,
even if other
give me a
flavors
drink.
weren't used, the methylantranolate was apparently the major one. From the ingredients
God.
list, I was able to get the amount of sugar that was in it, and I assumed that I would just have to do trial and error for this.
I assume. You see, you dumb tards? You're so obsessed and you're assuming. Instead of being critical and being like, you know, I have to make sure, you know. But no, trial by error, and then why you people don't accomplish anything. You don't cross your T's and dot your I's. You just assume. Fucking assholes.
Citric and ascorbic acid. However, I didn't have to do.
And by
any
the
of
way,
that
I think
at all,
everybody out there knows
because
what time it
figuring
is.
this out is apparently
More
a common high school
beer!
lab. From their results, I was able to do some quick math, and I came up with
Quick
my own
math.
bootleg recipe. I
Bootleg
based
recipe,
the
by
amount of
the
acids on
way.
the Kool-Aid,
Oh,
but I
shit.
jacked up the amount of sugar to match other grape sodas like Fanta. Before doing this, I had no idea, but grape sodas apparently have
I mean,
an
this guy's
insane amount
showing
of sugar in
himself
them.
to be
So now,
all
to put it all
knowledge,
together,
no
I started
wisdom,
by
common
adding
sense,
a
or
crazy
philosophy.
55 grams of sugar. After that, I shot in about 1.1 grams of citric acid and
Great.
0.1 of ascorbic acid. I then
What a
poured in
waste of
just some
time
water
is
to
all
get it
this shit
above the
is.
fill line.
It's a waste
It wouldn't
of
be
time,
grape
you
soda
fucking
if it weren't
tard.
Purple, so I added some red and blue dye, and I stirred it until everything dissolved.
Jesus,
After
what a
this,
waste of time,
I was
dude.
done making the base of the soda, which at this point,
You know, waste
was
of
just
time
some
like
slightly acidic purple sugar
the
water.
coitus
What I had to do now was
inducement
actually
that
flavor
caused
it
this
by adding
idiot
the
to be born.
methylantranolate, and I shot in 2 doses of 12.5 milligrams.
Jesus
Normally,
Christ.
methyl-
All right, you know what? Who gives a shit? Take this shit. Who gives a fuck, all right? Just go and buy the grape soda, you dumb tard. All right, anyway, here's a second one by Ghost of Christmas Past. That first one sucked, dude.
So for this video, I'm going to be doing
Jesus.
exactly what the title says, and I'm going to be turning
Making
toilet paper
into
drinkable
moonshine.
alcohol. I don't know exactly where this idea came from, but about 6 months ago,
All right, yeah, I'm not, dude. Hey, Ghost of Christmas Past, we get it, all right? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God! I know everybody's like, "Come on, I get it, dude." All right, all right, dude. Just don't fucking donate to me anymore for the love of fucking God. And oh yeah, I'm supposed to, you know, play a little bit more of this goddamn Ghost of Christmas Past bullshit. So here, enjoy.
so for this video, I'm gonna
Making
be doing
toilet
exactly
paper
what the title
moonshine
says,
from
and
the
I'm gonna be
stupid
turning
fucking
toilet
tard
paper
who would
into
rather do
drinkable
this shit
alcohol.
than
I
cure
don't know
diseases
exactly where this
or
idea
do
came
something
from, but
innovative
about 6
for
months ago, I
mankind.
became
This is
convinced that this
autism.
conversion was
Useless
possible.
fucking knowledge.
Because toilet paper,
Useless
and well, pretty
bullshit.
much all
And it
paper,
pisses
is
me
made
off.
almost
And it should
entirely of
piss you
cellulose.
off.
Cellulose
But of
naturally
course it
occurs in
doesn't,
almost all
because
plants,
you're just
and we
as
use it to
stupid
make
as this
everything
fucking
from
cocksucker.
cotton clothing to paper or
Oh,
cardboard.
Jesus
What I've always
Christ.
found interesting, though, is that at the core of it, it's just a chain of simple glucose.
Shut up, you fucking four-eyed tard. You make me sick.
Food, but in cellulose, the glucose units
Fucking
have been
asshole.
strung together in a very specific way, which gives it completely different properties. This has
Fucking
always blown my
dickheads,
mind,
dude.
because it means that our clothing and almost all paper is basically made out of sugar, and wood is also about 50% cellulose. So a lot of our houses are also kind of made out of
Jesus.
sugar. For the most part, though, cellulose is very
I'm
resistant
sorry,
to
man.
degradation,
I'm a
and the
little
glucose
tired, dude. That's
is
why I keep
mostly
telling you
inaccessible.
people.
However, the fact that some animals
Don't
and microbes
fucking
have developed
donate
ways
to
to
me,
break
man.
it back down into
Hey,
glucose told
smart
me
people
that there
don't
had
make
to
me
be a way
mad,
that I could
dude.
do it.
This is stupid. All right? If you could do something like this, well, why don't you create something that enlightens and enhances mankind? No, I'm going to take some dirty shit fucking excrement collecting toilet paper and make it into moonshine. Fucking tard.
Based on this, my dream was to start with a cellulose source like toilet paper and then somehow chop it up to make a solution of glucose. Into that, I could then throw in some brewer's yeast to turn it into alcohol.
All right, hurry up.
And then I
All
could
right.
distill.
All right, here it is.
I also
All right.
pulled out the cardboard.
Look at this guy. This guy's soaking it like one of those dirty diaper fucking goddamn donos that we get, and he's putting it in. I mean, this is it. All right, here it is.
Because I wanted to keep this purely just toilet paper.
Oh my god. Dude, this is stupid as right, dude. This is fucking ridiculous.
I was eventually left
Ghost
with a
of
nice and
Christmas
mushy
Past
toilet paper stew,
wanted to
and the
show
next thing
this
to
a
do
little more,
was to
right?
basically
This guy's
cook
a
it.
fucking
To do
freak
this,
show,
I just
obviously.
Put it onto a cheap IKEA induction heater, and I cranked up the power. It
Dude,
all slowly heated up.
This
and when
guy's
it
name is
eventually got to a
Nile
boil,
Red. Look at
I
these
turned down
people
the
that follow
power
him. He's
to
like,
keep
oh, you
it
know
at a
what?
light simmer. I
All
tried
these
turning it
11
off
million
to prevent it
idiots.
from splashing,
I want to
but it
turn
didn't
my
really seem
toilet
to help.
paper into
It apparently
moonshine.
just loves splattering boiling hot water everywhere, and I found that putting on the lid was absolutely necessary. The goal here was to try to keep it under control.
I'm tired, dude.
And to have it
I'm
simmer
just so
for
fucking
about
tired.
an hour and a half.
Just
Under these
leave me the
conditions,
fuck alone
the
and don't
cellulose fibers were
donate to
being
me
attacked
anymore.
by
I'm
the base
fucking
and
tired.
getting partially
I've been
degraded.
on here for 8
This caused
hours
a lot
and
of the
9
bonds
minutes
between
for the
fibers
fucking. Oh my god, I'm tired!
them to separate and become less dense.
Christ!
It was also chopping up the cellulose fibers
shit.
into smaller pieces, and their average length was going down a lot. This created more shorter length fibers.
This is
and
legitimately
important
second
because it meant that
harvest
there were more open ends.
alcohol.
The cellulase enzyme
Legitimately
can only degrade the fiber from
second
the end,
harvest
and by
alcohol.
making more potential areas of attack, it should make it go a lot
Jesus
faster.
Christ, give me a smoke.
In summary, though, the major effect of this base treatment was that it was separating the fibers and chopping them up.
It's separating
By
the
time it was
miners?
done,
Is what the
whole
fuck?
thing had turned yellow, and it had a very distinct smell to it. I honestly
Fuck
thought that
you,
it was gonna be
Weebo
horrible,
Ghost, dude.
but it was
Seriously, fuck you,
surprisingly
man.
Pleasant.
Fuck
I'm not
you!
But it was kind of sweet and woody. I took it off the heater.
And see squiggly line. Fuck you too. Fuck you in the ass with no Vaseline. Fuck you both. Yeah, just like that. You see that? That's
What
gonna
I
be
was
your
left with in
fucking
the
ass
strainer
right there.
looked a lot like some bad
Never mind.
mashed
I'm sorry. I don't even
potatoes.
know what I'm talking about. I'm already smashed. I just want to fucking end the show, dude. I want to end the fucking show.
In the container below it was all the water, and without the paper, it had a much darker orange-brown color. What I had to do now was wash it with a lot of distilled water
Oh,
to
a
get
lot
rid
of
of the
distilled
base
water.
and
Is
as
that-
much
is
of the
that
color
it?
as
Oh,
possible. I tried doing this a couple times directly in the strainer, but it just wasn't very efficient, and most of the paper barely got washed. So what I did instead was clean the pot from
Sick
before
pricks.
and dump everything back into it.
Dude,
In here, I was able to add a lot more water, and I was able to thoroughly mix around the
damn
paper
it, man.
to make sure
Please
that it all
don't
got
donate,
washed.
dude. Let me tell you something. I'm not guaranteeing you that your
This was then
donation's
poured
going to
back
get
into the
played.
strainer,
I'm
and
done
after
with
doing
this
it
show.
Just once, it was already looking pretty good.
Oh, God.
I ended up doing this one more time, and then I just did several crappier washes directly in the
All
strainer.
right, who gives a shit? Look, Ghosts of Christmas Past, we get it. You can make moonshine out of the innards of a fucking pamper. All right, we get it. You're one of those sick fucks. I like to write nice stories. Fucking mass pony shit. We get it. We fucking get it. Jesus fucking Christ, man. All right, don't donate to me anymore, dude. I mean, seriously, I'm fucking done with this fucking show! Put the fucking PC shut on. What is this? Oh, Ghost Empty Wallet. Well, your gay VTuber nephew actually is kind of known in the internet. He has 622,000. Dude, stop. Fuck! I'm over here, dude. I give my blood, sweat, and tears, man. I've been on here for 8 hours and almost 15 minutes, and some can sit here and be, oh my god, I'm over here with the VTuber. Oh my god, dude, please don't donate to me anymore, dude. I'm fucking done, dude. You know what? I'm not even gonna say anything anymore. I'm fucking done, dude. I think I even broke my goddamn mouse because I'm so pissed, dude. Look at this shit. I think I even broke my fucking mouse.
I'd buy that for $1.
I think I broke my fucking mouse, dude. I'm not even fucking kidding. I can. What the fuck? God damn it. Here, he wants to play more. Here, play it. Here, play it. Here, enjoy. Enjoy. Courtesy of Ghosts of Christmas Past. Courtesy of this fucking piece of shit.
Water already, and it was hitting the bottom of the strainer.
Jesus Christ. Give me a fucking
I just continued doing
dude.
it over the pot, and this was what I was eventually left with. This pre-treated paper was now good to go.
Pre-treated paper?
Ready to get things
looks
started,
like cottage
and I
cheese
still
that
had
was
to make the
squeezed out of
enzyme
some
solution.
bitch's boil.
To do this, I first had to make an enzyme
Jesus
concentrate
Christ.
by adding 90 grams of the enzyme powder that I got earlier.
Oh,
and
that's
then
that
blending
looks
it
like
out to
enzyme
about
powder. It looks
400
like
mils
fucking
using
cocaine.
distilled water. I then stirred it around, but a lot of it didn't want to dissolve because most of this enzyme powder was just filler.
Yeah, no shit. It looks like fucking filler, all right.
Fillers,
yeah.
And in this case, the fillers were cornstarch and maltodextrin.
Dude, Colonel Transisco, I don't need it from you. I thought you and me were cool, right? Now you're like, oh, Broken Mouse, Boomer, Zero, Technology 7.
When I was planning this project, I was a bit concerned.
Enough from all of you! All of you! It's bad enough that I gotta watch this stupid fucking toilet paper and a moonshine shit because of this Ghost of Christmas Past cocksucker!
But this actually isn't an issue. They don't get attacked by the cellulose.
And I can't stand this fucking person's voice.
Step that I'll be doing later.
I feel like I'm getting my intelligence insulted as I'm being explained this dumb shit.
But I'll talk about that later in the video. Because these fillers were inert, I could have just directly used this mixture as it was, but I wanted to clean it up a bit and to get rid of the cornstarch. Filtering cornstarch, though, is almost always a nightmare, and instead, I just covered the top and I let it sit in my fridge overnight. By the next morning, it had pretty much all separated, and this enzyme concentrate was now good to go. To make the actual
Colonel
enzyme
Transisco,
solution,
man,
I had to
do you hear the kind of shit that I'm taking over here, man?
A buffer solution.
Do you hear it?
A buffer solution is something that's
this shit stinks.
With enzymes.
It fucking stinks. Do you smell it? Smell it, Colonel Transisco. Everybody, smell it right up. It fucking stinks.
Efficiently in a certain range. The cellulase that I had was yeast, and the optimal pH for it was 5. So that was what I had to make the buffer.
Give me a fucking drink.
There were many different chemicals. That
I'm not even drunk enough to find this amusing.
It's to use citric acid and sodium citrate. Both of these are common food additives, and I was able to easily find them at a local store. I also found a calculator for making this buffer online.
Who gives a shit, you fucking tard? Who gives a shit?
And the total volume that I was
Who gives a fuck?
My research, a total of 3 liters seemed ideal, with a pH of 5 and a molarity of 0.05.
A molarity? A molarity.
It told me to use about 25 grams of the sodium citrate and 12.2 grams of the citric acid.
Take 12.2 grams of fucking whatever and shove it up your prolapsed anus, you fucking stupid fucking tard. Hey, I'm Rain Man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make toilet paper in the moonshine. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make toilet paper in the moonshine. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do toilet paper in the moonshine. I can do that. I can do that. You know what I mean? I can do that. Fucking idiot. And dude, Ghost of Christmas Past, enough. All right? Seriously, you pissed me off enough. Enough. And I gotta go back to this fucking idiot Ghost of Christmas Past bullshit, and dude, I'm really fucking done, dude. I you know. Hey, 6X on Hammer, if you're you know, taking a dirt nap, I get it, dude. All right. Anyway, I'm supposed to get to the part where he was supposed to drink the moonshine out of toilet paper. So here it is. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's really strong because it's 64%, but it doesn't taste very bad. It's a little bit bitter.
Of course, you're not going to admit it. You're a tard. You're an autistic tard. You're never going to admit you're wrong.
That is, I don't know.
That's how you fucking autistic tards are.
Review it because I don't drink alcohol often, and I honestly don't really like the taste of alcohol. But compared to vodkas and other stuff I've had in the past, this wasn't that much worse. There was, again, that little bit of a bitter taste, and maybe some off taste that came from the heads. But besides
from the head?
I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Sure, you have a lot of head.
I would just served it. I would think that it's just generic alcohol, which I hate anyway. I'm not gonna add that part.
But anyway, this about brings me to the end of this project. When I first came up with the idea for this, it was mostly just a funny concept, and I had no idea that it was actually going to work this well. I was honestly hoping for maybe 5 mil.
Fuck cancer research
that a project has turned out this much better than I
expected.
Fuck,
trying to save people and their ailments. Or animals, or
bad,
anything.
And overall,
let's turn fucking
I'm
toilet paper into
well
moonshine. That's it. Yeah. That's
For all the alcohol that I still have left over, I would have loved to do a giveaway, but I doubt that it would be legal. So, I'm just going to be keeping it as a souvenir, and maybe I'll try to use it in a future video. It took me a lot longer than I expected to put this all together, so my video schedule is a bit weird now, but I do plan to get another one out around mid-December.
This guy what's the difference between this guy and that pony tard, that gigantuan tard? There isn't. This person's parents are like, look, he's a tard. Let's make sure that he goes into something that he's very interested in, and that's why he's in the position, you know? The other people are like, can you get this fucking tard away from me? What is he like? He likes My Little Pony. You know, that's where you get it, all right?